All right. All right. Get myself together here. What's up, man? I'm here. I'm here. Let me just get a little lotion on. I always wait till the last minute to throw a couple of dabs on real quick.
Get myself together.
Oh,
here.
man. So what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, man. How y'all doing? Family? Good family? Come on in the room. Let me let everybody on the gram know that I'm live right now. And then after I do that, man, we really good to go. After I do that, after I let this gram know what's popping, hope you guys had a good weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Very drained. I don't know, I've been running around all day, running around really all week. Very drained, but I'm still pushing. Very drained, guys, but I'm still pushing. All right, let me let everybody know on the gram that I'm doing my thizzle. And I'm gonna throw that up there like that, and like so, like that. There we go. All right. So how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing, family? All right, we're here. Everybody come on in the room. Let me throw a little of this lotion on. Let me throw a little bit of this on. Like so, like that. All right. So how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? All right. So I hope you guys had a great week. The show won't be too long tonight. I'm gonna try to get a little rest tonight. I've done several shows this week, and just been doing things with the family. We're still getting things together for the FBA conference. Shout out to Zach Nagoga, who the first brother who hit the Cash App tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to get down with the Melanoid Ministries. If you want to throw a blessing to the Melanoid Ministries, ladies and gentlemen, the Cash App is right there, right below me. It said $KingFlex818. If anybody wants to share a blessing with the Melanoid Ministries, you dig? And that's KingFlex818 on Cash App for those who would like to throw a blessing over here for the family. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. A lot of us couldn't really do what we wanted to do with our parents. My mother came by today, but with the whole situation, everything that's going down, we didn't, you can't really take your mother out. You can't do what you want to do. Now, out here in California, they're talking about, opening up the businesses, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on the 15th. All my California people, am I correct with that assessment? I think I heard the 15th. You understand? Shout out to London. In the building. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about that HR 6666. We're going to talk about that tonight. Today's topic, I'm talking about new energy. We're talking about new energy. Let me turn my ringer off because a lot of folks are giving to the Melanoid Ministries, and I appreciate you. Let me just turn that off. I'm talking about new energy, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we're at a very pivotal moment in this country, in the world. We're in a very pivotal moment because the white supremacists, as we know, they are desperate. Over here in the United States, their numbers are dwindling. They're at a negative birth rate. So they have to do something, and they're doing something very extreme now. Again, as we see with this level of violence that they're trying to kick up now. Now, they have to get us in check. They think they're going to get us in check because they know that they're going to be a global minority. And there's nothing they can really do about that. You understand? I mean, you can kick and scream and you can wail and you can hem and haw, but there's really nothing you can do about it if you are a white supremacist. Because white supremacist is, being a white supremacist and a system of white supremacy is already unnatural. Okay? having a system of white supremacy is extremely unnatural. It's an unnatural thing, especially in a world that is dominated, really, on the physical plane and in the natural plane is dominated by melanin. So you're in a world where melanin is everywhere, and you created a system to subjugate melanin, to dominate melanin. So you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're fighting with God, basically. And remember, the white supremacists, they think that they're God on earth because they created a system of evil. And melanated people, we still have not fathomed the level of evil that the white supremacists will stoop to. We always try to think, well, there has to be some humanity in there. And we're always trying to find that humanity. And it's just not there. We have to understand. These people are in survival mode. In order to maintain a system that is unnatural, that is unjust, they're perfectly fine with an unnatural and unjust system because it affords them certain privileges and benefits and safeties. This is why they've been allowed to maintain their own quarantined existence to a certain degree. They have to segregate themselves. Segregation is basically the white supremacists protecting their genes. Now, they can go out and into wherever they want to go because they have military strength. But there's always chinks in the armor. And that system is dependent upon the melanated people to be complicit with that and not fight it. You understand? The system of white supremacy is complacent. It's contingent upon us being complacent with it. See, they need us to stop fighting it. And foundational Black Americans, we're that last level. We're that level that has not been completely broken spiritually, physically. We've been the only ones, and I'm not trying to denigrate anybody, but we've been the only ones consistently fighting this white supremacist. Now, there's other people who fought. Now, let's be clear. Our Haitian brothers over there, the Dessalines and those people, the Ethiopians at one point, the Ethiopians now, they ain't really, a lot of them ain't like Menelik. King Menelik was whooping ass. He beat the shit out of them Italians. You don't really have that spirit like that no more. You got a lot of Ethiopians on the Ethiopian coon train. You understand? With some hummus and flatbread. But foundational Black Americans, we've been the main ones consistently fighting these white supremacists. And that's because, we know. We've been in the belly of the beast. Yeah, in North Sentinel Island. Yes, I got to give it up to North Sentinel Island. It's two groups, foundational Black Americans and the North Sentinel Island people. They're actually more thorough than us, to be honest. The Black people on North Sentinel Island, they're actually more thorough than us because we kind of make little deals and all that stuff. The North Sentinel Island people don't make any deals with none of them. They've told them for thousands of years, don't ever bring your ass on this island. We're going to fuck you and everybody on that boat up if you come here. They've been very consistent, and guess what? Don't nobody go there. They're outgunned, out-militarized, the whole shebang. But whenever Black people stand up and say, fuck that, I want you to notice these white supremacists get a little act right in them. The only time they get us is when we all complacent and bucking our eyes. That's really the only time they really, really get us. They don't don't really fuck with the thorough brothers and sisters like that. And the only reason the thorough brothers and sisters get got is when we have a coon infiltrator that they done put on our ass. That's the only time they really get us. Look at all of the great revolutionaries. Let's go back to Haiti. Hell, we go back to the Haitian Revolution. It was some coons who got at Dessalines. Dessalines was beating the brakes off the French, the British. They weren't fucking with Dessalines like that. So it was the coons who had to get at him. You know, you got to keep your friends close, your enemies closer, and your enemies know how to get close. Yeah? Fred Hampton. Remember, William guy. What's that William Coon? His main bodyguard sat up here and gave the FBI and the police the blueprints to Fred Hampton's house, and they went in there and killed our brother in his sleep. Malcolm. Remember, they had all types of agents on Malcolm. Eugene Roberts. Out there still giving interviews. That's the shit that burns me up. When these coons that sat up here and set Malcolm up out here giving interviews. William O'Neill, yeah, that's the guy. That's that coon who ended up dying, getting hit by a car. He lived like a rat, died like a rat. Speaking of rats, let me get off topic for 1 second. We got time. And everybody hit that thumbs up button, please. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Everybody hit that thumbs up button, please. Speaking of rats, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi's back out, and they had billboards of him talking about the king is back. He's breaking Instagram records. You know, he's back in the mix with the single. The single is trash. I've seen some of these coons sucking up to him. When I see some of these little Negroes sucking up to him, these are the Negroes you got to watch out for. What's up, Academic? That nigga DJ Academic. I see DJ Academic all gobbling his nuts, all in the chat rooms. That nigga Academic really likes Tekashi juice in his mouth. There's a reason why our brother Nipsey said Academics wasn't about shit. There's a reason why Nipsey said that. You know, Tekashi's just being what he is. I told you guys before he got arrested that this dude is a damn snitch. Tekashi had snitch written all over his face. Everybody in LA saw that. That's why he couldn't go into no hoods in LA. He tried to come out here with all that clout chasing bullshit. He couldn't go to no hoods out here. Nobody was fucking with him. As a matter of fact, he went up to Beverly Hills and they start busting on his ass. Trying to claim blood. The Bloods was like, nigga, don't come nowhere near none of our hoods. Don't come around us with this shit. My New York family. I don't know. My New York family, a lot of y'all, let me talk to my New York family. Let me talk to my New York family. Hold on, my children are here with ice cream all in their mouths. What's up, children? How are you? What's up? Why y'all crying? You got ice cream on my baby's got ice cream all on their lips. What's up, T? Y'all got to go in the house, son. What's up? Where's your ice cream, T?
I ate.
Okay, you ate your ice cream. Okay. Okay, Siri, go in the house. You put an ice cream on your shirt. Excuse me, my baby's in here. Hold on. Y'all go in the house with mom. Oh, wait a minute. Man. Okay. Close that door. Close the door, T. Close it. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. But like I said, you know what? But with Tekashi, there's a lot of immigrants, a lot of Caribbean immigrants who, and African immigrants too, but mostly Caribbean immigrants who have more of a camaraderie with him. That's why most of those dudes who were around him, they were Trinidadian and all this shit. So a lot of these dudes felt like they had more of a camaraderie with him because he was an immigrant. You understand? And one rule in the game, and I've always said this, in any kind of street business, the white boy is always the snitch. Okay, hold on. This Nick Fuentes, okay, there's a white supremacist, Nick Fuentes. They emailed me, and he's in here with a couple of white supremacist trolls. Nobody's debating a fucking troll. Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist nobody. He's trying to get some clout. He's a white supremacist troll. Nobody takes him seriously, and there's no need to debate a troll that nobody takes seriously. Okay. So yeah, if they come in here talking about Nick Fuentes, ban them. This is a white supremacist who's trying to get clout. He wanted to debate me about the lynching of Ahmaud Arbery. So they're trying to clout chase. There's a nobody, nothing ass white supremacist piece of shit who's trying to get somebody to pay attention to him. We got bigger fish to fry. We got a whole different energy. We ain't sitting up here talking to you stupid asses right now. You know? Yeah, we're not up here trying to talk with your ass and just go back and forth with you. Shout out to I Want a Mask Now. Y'all go to I Want a Mask Now website, I Want a Mask. They got a mask, hand sanitizers, all that good stuff. But yeah, he's a little alt-right piece of shit. So yeah, no. We're not giving him that energy because we're not talking right now. We got a whole different vibe now. He's a nobody. That's why y'all never heard of him. He's one of these little alt-right white supremacists trying to get clout. He does a lot of trolling. But they're very dangerous. But like I said, with Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know, a lot of these Negroes, and most of his fans are like non-black people. And that's the thing, how hip-hop has become gentrified. Black folks, this is why you have to protect your property. Black folks, we've been on this thing where we want to bring everybody in. We want to be on some kumbaya shit. We have to learn how to protect our property. Meaning that we have to stay in the ownership seat, in the control seat when it comes to our things that we create. We let other people in and we start co-signing fuckery. And that's what it is. Black folks, we started co-signing fuckery with hip hop, and now we got all this stuff going on. And it's a mockery of the culture. We got a snitch running around here who done put a lot of niggas in jail, and he's running around here. He done gentrified this shit. And he's running around here skinning and grinning like, yeah, I'm a rat, so what? You understand it? So that's a problem. And with this Tekashi dude, you know, he's not going to have any kind of street cred, but he doesn't really need it because this guy, and 50 Cent said something very interesting. A lot of people, they go on like, you know, a safari with black culture. They look at black culture like a safari. You get to be around it. When you go on a safari, you get to ride through the jungle without really being in danger. You get to smell it, touch it, feel the animals, hear the sounds, just be around it. You get to role play, but when shit gets real, the safari trucker take you up out of there. He's not from our culture. But again, we let these people come in and do safaris. Yes, and 50 did repping though. That's some real shit. 50 did. 50 was one of the people repping this asshole. But we let these people go on safaris with black culture. Shout out to our brother Ola in the house. So, yeah, hip hop, the game is being so gentrified right now. It's sad. Everybody hit the thumbs up button. But let me go back to what I was saying now. I was talking about when we change our energy, we make these white supremacists get a little act right. It's always contingent upon us standing up saying, no, enough is enough. We got this thing where we want to intersect ourselves into the good graces of them. We want to find some humanity in them where maybe they'll change if we love them we'll love them hard enough. No. They only understand one thing. If you roll up on us, if you try to harm us, we're going to bring it to that ass. That's all they understand. You understand? And this is why they've been so eager to try to effeminize us. And not just that, they've been trying to effeminize us, ever since slavery. This is what we're going to be talking about in the film Buck Breaking. They've always tried to effeminize us, and effeminizing us is the very important strategy of buck breaking, because they know an effeminate male is not going to fight. Now, every now and then you get some riders, like James Baldwin. He was a rider. He was a gay man, but he was a rider. Little Richard. I put up a clip of Little Richard earlier. Let me tell you something. Little Richard was a rider. Yeah, he was flaming and all that old shit, but Little Richard, he understood racism and he would call it out. And let me let y'all hear a clip of Little Richard, and he just died the other day. So R.I.P. to this brother. R.I.P. to the legend, the architect. He's one of the architects of rock and roll. And I like this interview here because he checked David Letterman a little bit. He let him know, I'm the architect of this. But this is Little Richard right here in his own words saying how the industry, they had to try to buck break him in order for him to be presented to white audiences. Listen to this.
At that time, they would call black music race music when I sung rock and roll. I was on RCA Victor before Elvis Presley, but they wouldn't put me on RCA, they put me on Camden. So when I would wear makeup, they would let me sing for the white girls. When I would put on eyelashes and all that, they would let me sing. But when I went as a straight dude, they wouldn't let me sing. They thought I wanted the girls. So if I came out a straight guy, they wouldn't let me sing. But when I came out with all the makeup on and all the eyelashes and all the hair, they said, Richard is a good boy. I never was a good man, but I was a good boy.
Who is they that you're talking about here?
Some of the whites in Macon, where I'm from, I came from a little town.
Yeah.
It was real prejudice back in that time. There was a lot of people that would love to have been flamboyant, just like Kiss and Jimi Hendrix, which was my guitar player. He started out with me. Billy Preston, James Brown was my vocalist. Otis Redding, Beatles came with me. They started with me. Mick Jagger. All these people started with me.
So you really did have a dramatic impact and a great deal of influence on what would later become the mainstays of rock and roll music.
I was the architect at that time.
Oh, yeah. David was like, well, you did have a great impact. Shit, I'm the architect of this shit. Wasn't nobody doing this shit before me? That's how you let them know. See, that's how you supposed to. Little Richard was a rider. Yeah, he was flaming. But David, well, you had a lot of impact. You mean architect? Wasn't nobody really doing this shit before me? Fuck you talking about? And Little Richard, he married women too, so I think it was bi. But listen, they made him more flamboyant. They made him, hey, you got to get more flamboyant, which means non-threatening. If we see you out here dancing and you got all that makeup and the eyelashes on and you're effeminate, oh, well, cool, we'll let you around the white women. What the hell has changed? Nothing has changed. This is why we see Billy Porter everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing has changed. The white supremacists, they've always been like that. They've always been like that. So yeah, Little Richard, he liked women too. We know for a fact he doesn't have children. He liked women too, but he had to kind of downplay that and just be on this old flamboyant thing so that the white folks can get at him. Look, what do we got now? Lil Nas X, Billy Porter. Yeah, we make your record one of the best-selling singles. Yeah, but you got to spread that bussy a little bit. Yeah, nothing has changed. See, this is what they like. And there's a reason for that, family. This is what we kept trying to tell you. When these people are trying to effeminize you, this is a form of warfare. They don't want masculine black men. This is why all the masculine black men, all the heterosexual black men in the entertainment industry, as we see, they're being all systematically taken down. All of them. They're Me Tooing them. They're taking them down. Straight black men, You go look at how they're treated by the industry. They take them all down. Because they don't want to show the warrior class. Straight black men, they look at that as the warrior class of black society. If we get all them niggas in dresses, when we move in on them, they ain't gonna fight back. That's their thinking. So, yeah, they want a lot of Andrew Gillums out here. Yeah? That's what they like. But now as we see, because these white supremacists are getting very bold with their attacks and their tactics, that black people, there's a new energy now. Black people are starting to wake up, and see, that's what they fear. See, when they move on us, they got to do stuff real fast, but they ain't doing it fast enough, and enough of us are waking up, and family, the energy is changing. There's a new energy out here. There's a new energy out here where black people are saying, fuck it. There's a new energy where black people are saying, okay, if y'all gonna try to take us out, well, guess what? Some of you bitches are coming with us. See, when we have that kind of energy, now it's like, okay. As we know, our brother down there in Georgia, he got lynched by some white supremacists. And let me show y'all footage of, I think this was from yesterday or today. This might have been from yesterday or today. But this is some brothers up there armed. This is some brothers who showed up at the house. They're out there posted up. They're armed right now. Hold on. Look at this. This is the kind of energy that's happening now. Now, there was these brothers patrolling the white supremacists who killed the brother. They were patrolling that neighborhood. And the white people in the neighborhood called the police. The police are down the street, but the police did not want to come up that street. Okay, I want y'all to see what you're seeing. The brothers are out there patrolling that neighborhood, as they should. As they should. They're patrolling that neighborhood. See, they thought, okay, well, we arrested the killers. We arrested them, quote unquote, protecting them, because they got them somewhere protected, by the way. So yeah, everything is good now. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Everything ain't good. See, this is the right energy, because understand, that whole community is complicit in that damn lynching. See, this is the kind of energy that's needed. That whole neighborhood is complicit in the lynching, that whole town. So we need to see if there's a threat out there. So they're doing what these other white militia groups are doing. They're out there exercising their Second Amendment. These brothers are doing it too. And as you see, the cops are down the street. The cops did not come up the block. I want y'all to see the police. They were calling the police out. The cops didn't come up that damn street. You understand? Hold on. See the cop cars in the back? The police did not come up that damn street. All right? So the brothers out there ready. Okay, y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. You see, that's understanding warfare. We are in the anti-black war. See, it's not going to be an individualized thing where two of the little white supremacists get put in jail and then everybody goes home. No, because the threat is still there. You understand? You make that whole neighborhood now is hot. Yeah? Because now if they try to do some little funny business, hey, we still watching you. That's the mentality of the streets right now. We still watching you. If y'all try to pull some funny business, because they've been doing little funny business from day one. Ever since they lynched our brother, them white supremacists, they've been doing little funny style stuff. They've been protecting these white supremacists. That Jackie Johnson lady up there, the DA, all of them are protecting these white supremacists. Brunsfield, I think that's the name of the place. See, the race soldiers are different when they ain't running up on motherfuckers, ambushing them. Now, look, when you got on the right gear, notice they ain't running all up on you, smacking you up when you got on some skinny jeans and your ass out and you got on flip-flops. You understand? When you let folks know you're not to be fucked with, they ain't running up on you with the rah-rah shit. Juxtapose that to what's going on up there, up in New York. And shout out to my New York brothers. I'm not trying to beat you up, but yeah, going outside with all your little old jiggy Fashion Nova bullshit, there's a reason y'all getting smacked up there. Brothers out here are military ready. They understand the war, and them race soldiers are falling the fuck back. But y'all want to run out here with your little Fashion Nova tights on and your bedazzled shoes, and you standing around and they smacking motherfuckers up out here. With your mammal toe showing. Not camel toe. These niggas got mammal toe showing. Fuck y'all got on? Y'all got on tight Fashion Nova jeans with your mammal toe showing. And then wonder why they beating your ass and you up here filming. Oh Lord, what you doing to him? Don't do him like that. Sitting up there with a man purse. Fuck out of here. Come on, man. Y'all better get with the damn program. These brothers out here in Georgia, they're getting the hint. They understanding it. They understand the new energy out here. They understand there's a new energy, and we have to utilize that new energy. Now, y'all know the lawyer out there, that lawyer who leaked the footage. That lawyer who leaked the footage out there. What the hell is his name? What's that lawyer? I always forget that lawyer's name. Alan something. Is a white lawyer who leaked the footage. And he did an interview. He came out saying, well, he leaked the footage because he thought it was going to help his friends show what really happened. And he was saying, well, if Ahmaud had just froze like he was told to, he wouldn't have gotten killed. Alan Tucker, yeah, he's playing both sides of the fence, by the way. That Alan Tucker, he's playing both sides of the fence. He's trying to say he did it as a favor to his friends, thinking that it would exonerate them, showing that, okay, he didn't comply, so that's why he got killed. So this is what he's saying now. That's not why he released that. But he's just playing both sides of the fence right now. He's playing both sides, guys. This is game. Because he knows white people are looking at him like, hey, wait a minute. You got off code. You got off code, man. And now you got other white people in trouble because of these niggers. So he's saving himself. Oh, no. Oh, no. I wasn't trying to save the nigger. I was trying to help my friends. It just backfired. Let me tell you what I think happened. This is what happened. Family, I've been hearing rumors that these white supremacists were sharing that footage of our brother getting killed. They were sharing that shit on like little private white supremacist pages. I've been hearing that. They've been sharing this. They've been sharing, we got 7,000 people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. But they've been sharing the footage of the brother getting killed. They've had it for months. Police knew they had it. Why do you think the lawyer had it? Who's he representing? He's not representing nobody. They were sharing this shit on the dark web somewhere. It's like a snuff film. They get off on that shit. They were sharing this bullshit somewhere on the dark web. This lawyer has it. You understand? Laughing and giggling about it. Like I told you, these white supremacists got all types of videos of black folks getting murdered that they share online on the dark web that they don't really talk about openly. So when the block got hot, after a couple of months, all of a sudden this story started getting legs. So now the block is getting hot. Everybody's talking about it on a grassroots level. The block is hot now. So now when the block is hot, the feds and people are going to start investigating. And if they fuck around, and eventually they were going to come across that damn video, okay? They were going to come across that video, and then they were going to see who all was sharing it. They were going to come across that video, and they were going to see who the fuck was sharing that video. And that lawyer knew, okay, well, shit, let me save my ass now before they find this shit and they see that I've been in these dark web message boards, or that I'm clicked in with, I'm friends with these guys and they let me have a copy of it. Or if they get caught, if they get arrested, if they start trying to make a damn deal and start giving up names. Hey, here's the video. I leaked it. I tried to do the right thing. He knew that the block was hot, and either they were going to stumble across this shit, arrest them dudes, and they were going to start talking and giving up whatever they knew. So he said, fuck that. Let me just throw this shit on out here now. He threw it on out there now. Now he's trying to act like he was doing the right thing. No, you were saving your ass. You were saving your ass, dude. You weren't doing it because of no honor. Y'all sat on that shit for months. Everybody white in that town probably has a copy of that damn video, man. Everybody in town has a copy. Everybody white probably has a copy of it. And when are they going to arrest the third guy? Because y'all saw the video. The video was cold. They followed him while he was jogging. They were going to block him off. You can hear the guy filming, the third guy, he's filming, you hear him cocking a gun. So they were going to kill him anyway. If Ahmaud had ran back, they were going to kill him if he ran back. They were going to kill him. They boxed him in so they can kill him. So they're going to get him from the front and get him from the back. Yeah? And now the white supremacists are so desperate now, they got their online trolls talking about he tried to burglarize an empty construction site. They're desperate at this point. These white supremacists are desperate at this point. They got footage, and the white media is going, because they're trying to assist in demonizing and muddying up the victim. They released a video, some surveillance video of him looking at a construction site. There was a construction site down. There was an empty, it wasn't even a completed house. He's in there looking around. And in fact, there were other white people looking around that week too, by the way. It's a house that's being constructed. So you go look, oh, okay, they're constructing a house. This is interesting. And then you leave. And now the white supremacists are trying to spin that as if he was trying to break in and steal something. What the fuck was he going to steal? Some drywall? What was he going to steal? What the hell was he supposed to steal? You know? So they're getting all of their white supremacist trolls and their Negro flunkies to get out here and push this. Well, he was a criminal. He was a criminal lie to justify the lynching. And they had Candace Owens out here talking about how black Americans are the most pathetic people. We're supporting criminals like him. Family, don't get riled up by Candace Owens. And she's always saying something slick about black Americans. Remember, don't get into any kind of debate with Candace Owens. Her arguments are bad faith arguments. She don't believe the shit. She's a one-trick pony. She does the same trick every single time. She goes out, says some negative things about black Americans. The white supremacists prop her up, and they use her as the punching bag. So everybody goes in on her, and it's really for nothing, because she's basically a troll for them She's a troll for them. She regurgitates their talking points, and then they prop her up. And discrediting her means nothing because she's basically a troll. So you don't really get any brownie points for discrediting a troll. You understand? So like Neely Fuller said, you don't really shadow box with her. The good thing about Candace Owens is when she starts all of her little shtick, when she does her one trick, I look at all the white people who are giving her props or agreeing with her. That's what you need to look for. That's the one helpful thing I get from Candace Owens. When she says some stupid shit about black people, which that is her only routine, that is the only reason they bring Candace Owens out. Y'all understand that? Whenever you see her, her job is to say something negative about black people for white folks. It's white people pushing her out there to say it. So when she says something negative, I'm looking at every white person who's around you, who's promoting what you're saying, who's agreeing with you. Usually it's Charlie Kirk, the people at Turning Points USA. You always look at them. When she says something about black people, it's really Turning Points USA saying it. Look at Charlie Kirk. It's Charlie Kirk and Turning Point saying that shit, which is really an offshoot of the Trump administration, by the way. Brandon Taylor is another loser. He's clicked in with Turning Point. Same thing. These are one-trick ponies. So don't you get riled up by their one trick. But again, the energy is changing. There was a story out there I think in Delaware, is a black dude who shot 2 elderly white people at a cemetery. And boy, the white supremacists are mad. He allegedly shot him. And then I think he turned the gun on himself, but it was a black guy in Delaware. I think it's in Delaware. He shot 2 elderly white people who were at a cemetery. And the white supremacists are talking about, oh, is this a hate crime? Well, the dude is dead, so we don't know. And we still need to wait for all the facts to come in. They're talking about, oh my God, there's a war waged on white people. Well, we don't know. We got to wait till all the facts come in. We don't know all the facts. Were the people trespassing at the cemetery? I mean, we got to ask questions. I don't know. We have to ask questions. Did the elderly couple have a criminal record? We just have to ask questions. We don't know. We have to wait for all the facts. We don't know what happened. We don't know if they had a record, if they tried to attack the black man. We don't know. We need to wait till some footage come out. We don't know. I don't know what these people's criminal record was. I don't know if they were trespassing. I don't know. It's just not enough evidence. Did the elderly couple have drugs in their system? I don't know. I mean, we really gotta, were they robbing the grave? Were they grave robbers? We don't know. I'm asking questions. I'm not making assumptions. I'm just asking questions. Were they out there selling crystal meth at the grave? I'm asking questions. We got to look in their background, right? We have to look in their background, right? That's what we do with all victims of murder. We look in their background. So let's look at everybody's background. That's what we're supposed to do? Let's look at everybody's background. I want to know, they were older. Did they lynch anybody back in the 40s and 50s? They were an older couple. I mean, what did they do during the Jim Crow era? I have so many questions. I just want to know what happened. I just want to fact check everything before I jump to conclusions. I'm not saying hey or nay. I'm just trying to question everything, because that's what we're supposed to do, right? Right? We're supposed to question the victims of murder. People who are murdered, we got to question them, right? Just like the brother down in Georgia. We have to question his background and look at his mug shots. And he went into a building and y'all say he was trespassing and that had something to do with his death. So them people trespassing, were they trespassing on a graveyard? Was the guy trying to defend the graveyard? I don't know. I just have to know. Was it social distancing? Did they get too close to the man and he was protecting himself from the COVID virus? I don't know. I don't know. Because if you got COVID or if you suspect somebody has COVID, that means you can smack them up and you can do things to them. That's what I keep seeing in New York because, if you don't have a mask on, they can come and smack you up and punch you out and abuse you. So did the elderly couple have a mask? Were they social distancing? I don't know. I just don't know. We have to ask questions. Yeah, we don't know what happened. We don't know. There's a lot of stuff going out here. A lot of black people are being targeted. That man could have been, was the black man out there mourning his loved ones and they came and harassed him and he was standing his ground? We don't know. We don't know what happened. We have to ask questions, family. We don't know. We don't know if that man was standing his ground. We don't know. We have to ask questions. I'm just waiting for the facts to come in. And hopefully there'll be a thorough investigation. There'll be a thorough investigation. And we don't know if those people had weapons. We don't know. We don't know all the facts. We're just waiting for all the facts. That's all. Because as we know, black folks are still minding our business and, people are trying to come at us sideways. Out here in LA, as a matter of fact, this happened the other day. It was a brother. This looked like it was in Silver Lake somewhere. But the brother was just jogging and looks like a suspected LGBT white supremacist told the brother he shouldn't be jogging in that area, and that brother let this suspected white supremacist know that he's 100% with the smoke. And this suspected white supremacist got the hell on. Now, this happened in LA. Now, this is the kind of energy we're supposed to have.
Hey, I want you to tell me again how I can't run in this neighborhood that I live in. I want you to tell me again how I can't run in this motherfucking neighborhood that I live in. Turn your coward ass around. You just got finished stopping me, telling me to stop running in your fucking neighborhood. Tell me how I can't run in the fucking neighborhood I live in. Hey, trucker ass bitch. Tell me how I can't run in this neighborhood that I live in.
Oh, wait. Look at the dog. The dog killed me. The dog looked back like, please, sir. Please. Look at the dog. The dog don't even want the smoke. Hold on.
Tell me how I can't run in the fucking neighborhood I live in. Hey, trucker ass bitch. Tell me how I can't run in this neighborhood that I live in.
I thought the dogs were supposed to protect the owner. Hold on. Wait, I thought the dogs were supposed to protect their owners. That dog don't want nothing. Usually if your dog is with you and somebody's going at you, because I got a dog, and if somebody walk up on me, my dog is, rah, rah, rah. That dog is like, we's in good trouble. The dog is bucking his little doggy eyes. Boy, the dog don't want none of that. The dog is walking faster than his master, like shit. What kind of dog is that? Well, when somebody's aggressive, at least the dog will be like, hey, nigga, that dog is like, man, if you don't, let's get to the car. I spilled blood in Petco. Poor doggy. Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, trucker ass bitch. Tell me how I can't run in this neighborhood that I live in. Racist motherfucker. Turn your ass around now. Turn your ass around now. Yeah, tell me how I can't walk in the neighborhood that I live in. Tell me how I can't run in the neighborhood I live in. We sick of y'all shit. Turn your coward ass around now. Turn your coward ass around now! You fucking coward! You and the rest of you racist motherfuckers! You fucking cowards!
Boom. Now let me say something. That's the kind of energy. Now I posted this and there was some niggas talking about, well, that brother was too emotional. Let me tell you something. That wasn't emotion. Let me tell you something. That wasn't emotion. That was frustration. The brother was frustrated because the white supremacists wouldn't turn around and catch a fair one. That brother wanted to whoop his ass. But the brother wasn't going to sneak him. He wasn't going to sucker punch him. So the brother was frustrated that the dude didn't want to catch a fair one. You did? Because you don't really get no... You see the dude is acting like a bitch now. That's why the brother's like, you fucking coward. If you turn around, that means we can square up and I'm going to knock your bitch ass out. That wasn't emotion. That was frustration. Turn your ass around and get this damn work. Don't be a coward now. Stand up like a man. That brother wanted to put in some work, but he wasn't going to sneak him. He wasn't going to sucker punch him or nothing. That was frustration. Like you ain't trying to catch this fade. You had all the smoke. Now you going to run off? You bitch. That was frustration. That brother was going to knock that mother. And the white man knew he was going to get his head knocked all the way the fuck off. That's why he kept pushing. He knew, and the dog knew. Him and that dog knew that shit was going to go left. That wasn't emotion at all. That was frustration. Turn your ass around and catch this fucking fade. The hell you talking to? So him and that dog, they knew what was going down. He knew he was going to get some work if he'd stopped and turned around and said what he said again. Yeah? Niggas, that's the kind of energy out here. Brother wasn't going to sit just going back and forth arguing with him. He was like, hey, let's turn around and let's get this shit settled right now. Just turn around. You don't run, because he running like a bitch. Don't run. Let's get this thing settled since you got all that conversation. Yeah? That's the new kind of energy. See, I guess this little... And that looked like it was Silver Lake, right? It looks like the Silver Lake area, so I guess this little white supremacist thought, he's looking at the news and he got a little emboldened. And he said, okay, well, they lynched a brother down in Georgia. Maybe I can say something to one of these Negroes jogging in my neighborhood. You're like, no. Nah. No, you can't say no shit like that out here. No, you can't say no shit like that out here. When I say niggas out here don't play that bullshit, I mean just that. Niggas out here don't play that shit at all. Them white supremacists can get that work real fast. Yeah? But, I noticed something. They were talking about how, in New York in particular, how, as we've been seeing these videos, we've been seeing video after video of black men and black women being targeted by race soldiers over this COVID thing. And they had an article talking about how minorities are being targeted. No. See, that's another bait and switch. See, we have to correct the language, and this is why I like to use, again, it's very important to use the term anti-black war. We got to make it very specific, because what happens, we start letting these other people try to latch on to a lot of stuff that we have to deal with, we have to suffer, and then everybody benefits from it. We got to cut that out. No, it ain't no minorities, ain't no people of color, ain't no blacks and Hispanics. These people are damn near exclusively targeting black people. So we have to be very specific about that. This is why we use the term anti-black war. Said more footage came out and it doesn't look good. What doesn't look good about it? What are you talking about, Mac Attack? Said more footage came out, it don't look good. He didn't steal nothing. And other people walked into that area and checked it out. Look, they're not going to play both sides of the fence here. Because y'all not going to say that Ahmaud was a criminal because he went into a construction site and looked around when some people walked up in Shannon Brown's house. I think that's the name. When they walked up in Shannon's house, they walked up in his house, he shot at him, and then he got arrested down in Georgia. So y'all, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. They went up in Shannon's house because they said he had a for sale sign on the door or outside. Yeah? Yeah, he didn't break no law. It's not illegal to walk on a construction site. It's not. They're just making up some I'm white and I say so laws that don't exist. Yeah? So that's a bunch of BS. Yeah, there wasn't no trespassing sign there. And again, it was a construction site. But family, what we have to do though, because these white supremacists are getting bold, you got to get bold too. Out in North Carolina, did y'all hear the story about, it was some girl missing. And a white deputy got he was off duty, he went and got a damn white vigilante posse, and they showed up to this brother's house and tried to break in the house. And then the deputy actually got fired, but just the fact that they would try to do some shit like that, look at this, man. This is insane.
Where a sheriff's deputy's been fired and faces possible criminal charges. Authorities say Jordan Kita was off duty and led a group of armed citizens into the wrong home while searching for a missing 15-year-old girl. The mom of the teen who opened the door had this to say.
I wasn't thinking about me. I was thinking about I'd die for him. I was thinking about I needed to protect him.
A lot more to come out on this. The missing girl was later found safe.
Okay, this is real vague. Okay, what I don't like, they don't show, oh, sorry guys. They don't show the damn cops. See, this is the thing. They still protect these people by not showing their faces. So they went up, this is a deputy who got a bunch of armed white supremacists and then tried to break in a black dude's house and get their son. Man, they tried to do some old school Klan shit. This is 2020 they tried to do that. Man, if an armed white militia group try to break in your house, let them have it. You better let them have all of it. Pulling some shit like that. They're going to try to do some old school Mississippi burning type shit. Man, please. Yeah, they forced their way in. It was the wrong house. Family, y'all better be ready. You better be ready for that. They tried to do a little lynch mob thing. See, we got to stop playing. Y'all better have the right energy with these folks. Yeah? Y'all better let that thing off heavy on some shit like that. You got a God-given right, a constitutional right, and every other right to protect your fucking family. Yeah, they did Emmett Till like that. See, they want to get back to where they can start running up in our cribs. Legally and illegally. Y'all heard about that new HR 6666 bill, right? They got a new thing called the HR 6666. Yeah, the name sounds evil. Hold on one second. Let me show y'all something. They got some shit now where they trying to get up in people's houses doing this mandatory COVID testing. And they're talking about if your kid, especially if you're on the county or something, what they're trying to do in some places, I know in Nashville, they were just down there giving mandatory testing for COVID in the housing projects where black people are. And they saying in some places if you refuse the COVID testing, you could lose your damn benefits. See, they're getting at people who are 100% dependent on the government. And they're saying some shit where if they found out one of your kids have COVID, they can take your kid out and put your kid in some kind of quarantine facility, dude. This shit is getting real heavy. This shit is getting real heavy. Look at this, man. Hold on. Hold on one second. Let me play this.
6666. That is not an exaggeration. I have no idea how this works, but this is what the actual House resolution number is, 6666. And I'm going to read you what that House resolution is. Please make sure that you pass this on to every single person that you know. I don't care whether you're in the United States or not, you got to get this information out. House Rule 66 or House Resolution 6666 is for COVID-19 testing, reaching, and contacting everyone act. The acronym is TRACE Act. Again, TRACE Act stands for testing, reaching, and contacting everyone. It was introduced by Bobby Rush, who is a Democrat from the state of Illinois. And they have introduced this bill into the House, and they're going to roll this out from a testing standpoint in Ventura County, California, which happens to be where I'm at right now. Basically, this act is to allow individuals to come into your house, and if you've got a cough or somebody in your family has a cough, or you have a fever or anything that they determine that shows that you have COVID-19, regardless of whether you've been tested or not. They will also test people, but remember that testing already has been shown to be there to be a high rate of false positives. False positives meaning you don't have COVID-19, but the test shows it's false positive. It's showing up as positive, so they call it a false positive. We already know from the studies previously done as far back as 1984, but as recently as 2018, that individuals that did not have COVID-19 or coronavirus, even in the cat model, cats that had never been exposed to coronavirus, tested positive if they had had a flu shot, if they had the trivalent or the covalent flu shot. And we don't know about the H1N1 shot. We don't know about the herpes zoster shot, the shingles shot. There's many other vaccines that people have gotten. We have no idea if people are going to be testing positive, have false positives based upon those tests. So the point is that the chance of them testing someone and them being positive is pretty doggone high, even if the person doesn't have COVID-19. But they're going to use that to pull you or your loved ones, especially your children, away under pretense of public safety. They're going to say that your child has to be removed from you because you have COVID-19, and so to protect your child, we're going to take that child, or we're going to take your grandmother or your father or you and put you into quarantine. This is a load of rubbish, because if you're in your home isolated, who are you going to expose? All right? And if they're going to try to take you away from your family, the chances of you having infected your family, even if you did really have COVID-19, is about 99.9%. So this is a bunch of BS. They're using this as an attempt to further divide us as individuals. They divided us from our friends, from our social circles. Now that...
All right, okay. So y'all see how heavy this is some old Nazi Germany type shit right here, guys. That's all it is. And they're going to try to target us first with that. So you better be ready. We better be ready on that, guys. We better be ready. We better be ready. You better be ready. And that's some old Nazi Germany type shit. When you see them, they put a black face in it. When they put a black face in it, Bobby Rush, and Bobby Rush follows me on Twitter, by the way. When they put a black face on it, hey, Bobby Rush, he introduced this. See, they let their Negro minions do the dirty work for them, and then they hide behind them. No, no. Like I said, just like that Kismikia chick, whenever you see a black person came up with a virus for COVID, so when they give you the virus and a bunch of people start dying, well, it was her virus, it was her. You understand? That's a red flag right there. When they try to say a black person, man, please, a black person ain't got no clout like that. They hide shit behind niggas. They hide shit behind them. You dig? Say he's a tool of Michael Bloomberg. This thing is getting heavy. This thing is getting heavy. Y'all hit that like button. We in here heavy. We got damn near 8,000 people up in here. So again, with us, when we do social distancing, look how everything, when it comes to black folks, it's all abuse. Up in Tennessee, they're going up in the projects right now. They're going to be in Chattanooga tomorrow. They're running up in black housing projects, all of these places. They're running up in there first. Yeah? So with us, they got to pull up on us in New York, smack black folks up in the streets in Harlem and Brooklyn and the Bronx, pepper spray black people left and right. But up in New York, they're out there, white people at the park, they're passing out masks to white people, though. You see? And then get Bobby Rush to introduce this bill that when they start targeting black folks, well, it was Bobby Rush who introduced it now. Yeah, so this thing is getting real. You better have the right energy for this shit. When they start taking your kids away, all bets are off. You're supposed to be like, fuck it, fuck it. It's on and popping. But look how they treat white people. What's that white woman down there? I think she's in Texas. Shelley Luther. This white woman kept violating the COVID laws, the stay-at-home laws. You're not supposed to open your business. So she was opening up her beauty salon, being defiant, and all the white people were praising her. They were praising her left and right. It was a black judge who actually said, okay, you're going to have to do 7 days in jail. They act like this white woman was goddamn Rosa Parks. The governor, all these people stepped in to support the white woman. The governor and all these people stepped in to support the white woman. They're like, fuck the judge. Fuck her ruling. Forget about this judge abiding by the law. They're like, oh, we're not going to let a Negro judge, put a white woman in jail. Oh, we can't have that. So we're going to have to trump the law with the I'm white and I say so rule. So the governor and all these people going to step in and get this white woman out of jail and then financially support some of her fines, from what I understand. So they're not even pretending to not be on some white supremacist bullshit. They didn't say, fuck the Constitution. This lets you know the law don't mean shit. The law is I'm white and I say so. Let me see what they got. Let me find the footage of her. They released her and they're out there cheering for the white people. Oh, it's Mayonnaise Palooza. Hold on.
Thank you guys so much. I'm a little overwhelmed and I don't want to scare the kids. I'm okay, but I just want to thank all of you who I just barely met, and now you're all my friends. You mean so much to me.
Oh, bitch, please.
Nothing without you. Thank you so much, and I'll have more to say when I can gather myself, but I'm a little overwhelmed. I just want to say thank you.
Oh, this is just Mayonnaise Palooza. Mayonnaise Palooza. And who's this big old Negro? Oh, the cameraman, okay. Okay, so they're trying to make this woman a damn hero. She breaks the damn COVID laws, the social distancing law, and they got her running around like she's some kind of goddamn hero. Give me a damn break. I'm just so overwhelmed. Baby, your whiteness is working for you. Let's just stop. You're using your Beckying. You're using your Becky status. But she's a Karen. Remember, when the white women are young, they're Beckys. But them Beckys turn into Karen. So she's a Karen. See, the Beckys the Beckys be out there fucking niggas in college, okay? The Beckys be out there fucking niggas out there in college, and then when they get around 28, 29, then they start morphing into a Karen. And, you know, they get into a full Karen mode when they hit around 40. When they get around 60, then you turn into a Susan. When they hit 60, then Karen turns into Susan. A good hardened white supremacist. So she's a Karen right now, but she'll be a Susan in about another decade. Yeah, then first Becky, then Karen, then Susan. Yeah. The Karens, we see the Karens on the phone calling the police on black folks all the time. Yeah. So, brothers, y'all watch out for them Beckys. Y'all watch out for them Beckys. Them Beckys, she's going to morph into a Karen and then a Susan when you least expect it. And all them Karens and Susans, they didn't have a little hankering for a little black dick back in the day, so don't be fooled. They switch up when they get older. They've all had a little hankering for the soul pole. Yeah, all of them. Them white women, look, remember all them Susans and Karens were talking about Bill Cosby drugged them? He didn't drug all them women. He just kept repeatedly drugging me. I just kept getting that black Cosby dick. Oh my God, heavens to Betsy. These old white women, oh my God, heavens to Betsy. Bill Cosby kept giving me pills. I kept getting, he kept running up in me. I kept waking up with my bloomers down. Repeatedly. No, Susan. You went over there getting some of that soul pole when you were a Becky. Now that you're a Susan, you got to act like you didn't like it. Well, I was drugged. Heavens to Betsy. I was drugged. Please believe me. Sarah Palin is one of them. We know Sarah Palin, from what we've heard, she was getting it in college. Now she's all conservative. Fuck out of here. He had my bloomers down. Please. He wasn't raping them women repeatedly. He kept going over to get re-raped. Fuck out of here. Now, when you were a Becky, you were good with that. Then when you got older, you realized, hey, you know, I'm a mediocre white woman with no skills other than whiteness. You know, being a young white woman, you get all the goodies. See, that's the thing. Let me tell you something about white supremacy. When you're a young white woman, boy, you get everything. You don't have to do nothing. That's why they get them a little soul pole. I'm still a young white woman. I go out here and get me some free shit. Young white women, oh, they get everything. When they look worth a damn, a young white woman, boy, they got the world being handed to them. But boy, when them looks go, and then they got to actually work for some shit, and they ain't got no goddamn skills, they are 100% dependent on the system of white supremacy. Boy, they love them some white supremacy. They go from holding a black dick to holding a phone to call the police on niggas. Hello? Yeah. This is Karen. Yeah. There's a Negro standing in the middle of the road. I don't know what he's doing. He looks suspicious. Yeah. He may or may not have a weapon. Okay? Now, I'm not racist or anything like that. But there might be more of them. You know what? They travel in packs. And that's the same white girl who was sucking your dick in college back in the 70s. Haggardly than a motherfucker. Trying to maintain systematic white supremacy. Because her old ass ain't got no skills. She ain't got skill the first. White women can't do shit. But maintain white supremacy. That's their job. And be nosy. They don't have no fucking skills. That's why they always got niggas doing shit for them. Niggas and Mexicans doing shit for them. They like to have them a little black maid somewhere. White women can't do shit. Calling some black lady they know. Gladys, can you come over and show me how you make grits? You know, we can't make them like you make them. Your grits are the bee's knees. Yeah. That's why Paula Dean's ass, I don't believe for 1 minute Paula Dean came up with them damn recipes. Paula Dean stole them recipes from black folks all over the South. White women can't cook like that. Stealing all them damn recipes. Yeah. They always do that shit. Steal some shit and act like they did it. White women are good at that. Even with the whole Betsy Ross thing. Betsy Ross created a flag. You know, it was a sister. The modern flag that we have now was a black girl who sold that flag, man. They've always had black women do shit. White women are very good at that. White women are very good at having black women do all the work for them and then they take credit for the shit. White women are very good at that shit. They are very good. They are the queens of that shit, having black women do the damn work and they take credit for the shit. And have you do all the footwork and you do all the groundwork. Remember about a year ago, y'all remember some white woman who came out with some shit? Like, look, I have an invention. I have a great invention. You know, when you go to sleep, you have your hair gets all frizzy and messed up. I came up with something that was revolutionary. I call it the satin bed wrap. And you put it on your hair, and it keeps your hair in place. It's phenomenal, and I came up with it. I was just thinking, and I wanted to come up with something that was unique, something that was new, something that would keep your hair in place. And people were like, "Bitch, you mean a bonnet?" No, not quite. It's something. It's like a bonnet, but I call it a wrap. Bitch, you mean a bonnet? And people were clowning her ass. People were clowning her stupid ass like she came up with that. And then the white media was trying to go along with it. All the white media was trying to go along with the shit, and then everybody called them out on social media. You mean like the shit that black women been wearing since slavery? Really? That's what we're trying to do? Really, bitch? How many of y'all are old enough? Y'all remember, the actress Bo Derek? It was a white woman, it was a movie in 1979 called 10. It was a white woman named Bo Derek. And in this movie, Bo Derek had braids, and white folks were acting like they invented the fucking wheel. White folks were just going on and on. They go on and on about them fucking Bo Derek braids. They call those braids now, they still call them shits Bo Derek braids. They were acting like they created them braids. That shit was all over the place. Bo Derek's, she created the new look. Oh, the new look that Bo Derek created. Oh, they were so extra with that woman. She was on every freaking magazine. They were calling them the Bo Derek braids. They literally, even now they call them that, to be honest. When my wife walks around with braids, some old white woman will come up and say, "Hey, I love your Bo Derek braids." They still call the shit Bo Derek braids to this day in mayonnaise society. Yeah? They still call that shit Bo Derek braids today. Boy, they love taking some shit and then trying to take credit for it. White women don't be creating nothing. They don't. They don't create anything. everything about their culture is glomming on to everything we got going on. To appear as an aggrieved minority. You understand? White women don't really be inventing nothing, don't be creating nothing. When you point at history, name in history what has a white woman created? It is? Really? What have they accomplished that was hella phenomenal? Somebody said Amelia Earhart. Okay, she got into a plane and flew that shit around, and didn't her ass get lost? Oh, that's not a good one. I asked that before. I'm like, what has the white woman really accomplished that's really significant? Somebody said Amelia Earhart. Didn't her ass fall into the Bermuda Triangle or some shit? My God. Really? When you think, what have they created? They've just been getting the secondary gains and the maldistributed resources from systematic white supremacy. Yeah, that's not a good example. They lost her ass. They couldn't find her. Lord. But we got to be fair. There's some white women, they create certain things. We got to give white women their props on certain things. White women, there's certain things white women do good. One thing, white women can make some good ass Rice Krispie treats. I will give them that. Have you had some Rice Krispie treats made by a white woman? Them shits be on fleek. I'm not gonna front. White women can make some shit. They make the fuck out of some Rice Krispie treats, nigga. No, I give them that. No, give a white woman her fucking credit on that one. A white woman can make some Rice Krispie treats like a motherfucker. And don't let a white woman make a casserole on your ass. Shit. Give them their props. White women can make the shit out of a fucking tuna casserole. You dig? We'll give them their props. We'll give them their props. I'll give you your goddamn power. Yeah, give them their props. White women can do some things. Some things are, you got to pop your collar to them. They can make the fuck out of a shepherd's pie. Give them their props. If somebody got a shepherd pie, and a white woman come through, you better bow down, nigga. Oh, you better bow down. No, it's not spaghetti. No, they don't. No, somebody said spaghetti. No, they don't. No. No, I like black women spaghetti. Black women, and Italian spaghetti too, but black women spaghetti is good. Black women spaghetti. And in New Orleans, brothers and sisters down there in New Orleans, they be making that spaghetti. They can make spaghetti down there good too. Yeah? But yeah, white women can get down. They can get a rhubarb pie popping. Maybe white women get them rhubarb pies kicking. They can get that popping. Not potato salad. Oh, no. White woman potato salad is not the business. Oh, no. Not their potato salad. No. Their potato salad is not popping. Yeah. Man. And one thing, they can make some porridge real good, especially in Europe. That's one thing. The only thing I can eat that white folks make whenever I go to Europe, which I can't go to the UK no more, they banned my ass. But the one thing I could eat in the UK that white people made, well, actually two. It's two things I could eat. I could eat the fish and chips, but even that was a little greasy. I don't know what kind of oil they use. That was hit or miss. But that goddamn porridge, white people be making the fuck out of that porridge, nigga. It's oatmeal. We call it oatmeal over here. It's porridge over there. They make the shit out of that porridge. And that's it. Other than that, I can't eat nothing else in the UK. I have to go to my Jamaican spots, my Caribbean brothers and sisters. When I go, I got to go over to Brixton and all those places. I can't fuck around with none of that other food over there. It's horrible. Yeah? So yeah, we got to give white women some props on some certain things, on a few things. We give them props. We give them props. Man. Was it egg salad? But like I said, man, look, we got to be on top of our game. You know, we got to change our energy. Fuck all the kumbaya right now. We got to be on military watch at this point. We got to be military minded. When we walk out the house, we better be ready for whatever. We better be down for whatever. We better be ready to do whatever we need to do to protect our families by every means necessary. Not any means, every means. Fear is no longer an option, family. Fear is not an option. Anyway, let me get out of here. Y'all follow me on Instagram at Tariq Elite. Follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed. Thank everybody. The Cash App is below. $KingFlex818. Shout out to everybody who's given to the Melanoid Ministries this evening. Much respect to you. And we'll holler at you this week. Y'all